right, specialty contractors. My blog, this post, says that out of all the salespeople in specialty contracting that have taken this evaluation in our data set, we're talking 3,500 companies. On average, everybody is in the weak category. That means a 42 percentile out of the 100 means they're weak. 0 to 50 is weak in the categories. Higher than that is serviceable, and then you have strong and elite. That's the top 6%. So here's the reality. Salespeople in specialty contracting are weak. They suck. Yours probably suck, and why is that? Because you're not really salespeople. You're untrained. You're estimator project managers. That's your model, okay? You haven't taken the time to build that, but think about this. Look at all of the leading drivers of your market, the leading apex predators in your market. They have a sales force put together. So here's the good news and the bad news. What does this mean to you? Why is this important? And what is this measured by? Well, the competencies that I'm talking about that we measure against and rank people and companies and individuals is all based on sales competencies. It's not based on behavior, extroverted, introverted. That doesn't really mean anything in sales, because salespeople who are extroverted don't really ask good questions. Salespeople introverted sometimes ask a lot of really good questions that are good listeners, so sometimes they're way better salespeople. So it doesn't really matter about behavior or personality. We're talking about sales competencies, things that drive sales success. So when we measure those, what are we measuring? Well, we're measuring desire, their commitment, their will to sell, how motivated they are and what they're motivated by, intrinsically, extrinsically, altruistically. We're talking about figure it out factor, how they see themselves. Do they take ownership and responsibility of their results? Do they blame shift and make excuses? We're talking about sales DNA, record collections in their mind that can completely sabotage your ability to do any kind of prospecting, consultative selling, value selling skills, all of those, qualifying, all of that stuff. So we measure all the competencies, 21 core competencies, that guarantee sales success if those are strong. However, when we measured everybody, they're weak. They're 42% out of the 100. Everybody's really terrible. So why is that so important? Why am I sharing this? Well, the growth-minded ones, the ones who see this data set, say, holy smokes, all my competition sucks at this stuff. So if I move the needle 20 points in these 21 core competencies by understanding who's weak in these areas and then having these elements come into my company that begin that transformation, we are going to completely differentiate and distinguish ourselves. And if you notice, in roofing, look about this. The top one in the entire industry is a sales organization. They're very structured, right? So if you think about that, your little market, wherever you are, if you perfect and master and become relentless and fanatical about mastering these 21 core competencies within your entire team, it's all about differentiation. It's not about being elite necessarily. It's about being that much better than your competition. So what I'm trying to say is this. If you want to make higher margins, okay, if you want to have a shorter sales cycle, if you want to improve your closing percentage, if you want to have a better culture and everybody's really winning, if you want to grow your people, then you need to answer a lot of questions about yourself and find out where you are and how to address it. So that's why this data set's so important, okay? Especially contractors, your people aren't really salespeople. Your order takers, your bidders. But, if you make that transformation, you're going to absolutely kill it. You're going to crush everybody. So that's what I'm experiencing with my clients. That's what my clients are finding out when they do this. And that's what can happen for you. So if you're interested in learning more how that looks, how that process looks, if you just want me to ask you questions about your business, you want to share and go do a deep dive, then go ahead and send me a message.